Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Avalanche's price chart. And the last time that we talked about AVAX, I believe we were right in here, and the idea was hopefully we are having a starting from the lowest low, a 1 2 3 4 5 wave up, and I said our move up can continue a bit more. Now I'll be honest, I didn't actually expect the continuation of our move up from here to be this weak, but you know, I don't really tell the market what to do. This is basically what we got. Question: can we still identify an impulse in here? The answer is absolutely yes. Here is, I still believe, 5 up into 1, running flat into wave 2, another move up into wave 3, probably to about this point, correction for 4, another move on the upside into wave 5. Also, you can say if you're not comfortable to have ABC flat in both of wave 2 and 4, that maybe we are having in here, instead of like a running flat, a series of 1-2s, and maybe this is one correction for wave 2, and then another move up into wave 3 4 5 into this larger degree wave 3, and then corrective movement for 4, another move into wave 5. That's not really the point. The point is we are absolutely able to find a 5 wave starting from here about $21.50, and what happens after that, we talked about this also in the previous video. We are going to have a move on the downside, but once more, the move down itself is not really that important. What really matters is the shape of the move, and here we are. Now there is a slight problem on Avalanche chart, and it's basically the same one that we are having in a whole lot of other altcoins. This move down is quite strong. Why? Let's have a quick comparison. Let's measure this move down timing wise from this high to about the lowest low. How long did it take for us to have this one? About, let's say, 200 candlesticks. On the other hand, this move up happened in about 300 candlesticks. So to me, this suggests in this phase down, bears do have quite a bit of power, and that, my friends, is not really a characteristic of a corrective movement, especially since in terms of Elliott waves, it looks like that we may have a 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure down. Now do not get me wrong, I am able to find a correction down in here, and I want to be 100% objective. So in the interest of that, I think you are able to argue maybe this is ABC down into wave W, correction for wave X, and yet another ABC zigzag down into our wave Y. And by the way, one very important characteristic of a WXY in form of a double zigzag is being quite a deep and strong move on the downside. So again, we are able to find a correction, but that doesn't mean that we should be 100% bullish. In my opinion, it basically comes down to the next move in Avalanche, and specifically the shape of that move. I think there is a very good chance that we are going to have a move on the upside, and let's just do a quick Fibonacci analysis and see where we are in terms of retracements. As you can see, we are right around the 78% level, so makes sense to have some sort of a bounce back from here. Now, if in the coming move up you see a very strong 1 2 3 4 5 wave impulsive structure, that can be kind of an optimistic sign indicating this is a bit of a bullish setup for us. What you do not want to see is from here a very slow and choppy move up with a lot of overlapping of the waves. Why? Because that is usually an indication of having a correction structure and not an impulse, and at that point I think we unfortunately have to argue this might be 5 wave down. Let's actually not be that pessimistic and say into an A leg, correction for wave B, and we may see yet another move down into our C leg, and in it is very well possible to take the lowest low down here about 21.5 cents. And if we do that, the next target might be all the way down here about like the 20 cents area. So let's have a quick conclusion. I think in Avalanche you are allowed to be bullish, but that doesn't mean right now we should be 100% optimistic. In my opinion, the next move will pretty much determine what is happening in this area and whether we are looking optimistic in the short term or not. Get a very strong move without a lot of overlapping of the waves, that can be a bullish sign. Get a slow and choppy move, at that point we probably have to count on some more downward price action. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in AVAX. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.